the pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Maverick Cup Series live on JTN. Tonight we're out here in wine country, the Sonoma Raceway. No, that's not whining like crying. That's, well, the drink, Ricky. With that being said, of course, tonight joining me up here in the booth, it's Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, I know you've been kind of doing some exploration. You've ridden the train up and down the valley a couple times since we've gotten here. What's the temperament like right now for you up here in the booth?
Just zeroed in focus, Joe. This is going to be a road course here tonight, here at Sonoma, and as pretty of a track as this is, you really got to zero in on this racing surface. Very technical place, very low speed, very tight corners. The billing says a short track attitude with a road course nature, and it's really going to shine through here tonight. These guys are really going to be on top of it, try and have to really watch their P's and Q's, make sure that they hit their marks every single lap here. This place really does not allow for mistakes, and we've seen it time and time again. The guy that prevails here tonight at a place like Sonoma is the guy that makes the least amount of mistakes.
27 laps tonight here from this 2.52 mile road course. We're, of course, utilizing the carousel here in the Maverick Cup Series for the Scott Rettich 70 here from Sonoma. You see one of our new entrants this week, Austin Spencer in the Spencer Racing Ford. It's got a smiley face on the front of that car. Ricky, hopefully driver and crew gonna be smiling after this race.
Yeah, it looks very happy out there. It's nice and green.
I don't like the color green.
How dare you?
Listen, I have my reasons, and they're not logical, but I have them, so...
I like green. It's the color of lettuce and other things like wheelbarrows and dirt hair.
You mean grass?
Yes.
Folks, once again, cannot thank you enough. These cameras are going to be fun tonight. Cannot thank you enough for tuning in here tonight to JTN. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. It means so much to us when you do that. Shows your support not only for us here on JTN, but also these drivers here in the Maverick Cup Series. Spencer going around, so we'll switch over to Xavier Brown and Joseph Laney Pavlin. They're 30 and 199 respectively. Can practice right now, waiting for qualifying to begin.
Everyone out here just getting those laps right now, taking advantage of whatever's still left. It's qualifying time. Looks like we're bumping it back one more time. Joe, how important is it to get those practice laps here at Sonoma? Sometimes we come to these tracks, and sometimes these guys kind of just ride around as a formality. You come to a super speedway, you're not really doing a lot outside of drafting practice. You take 3 laps and you're done. How important is it to log laps at a place like Sonoma?
It's a rhythm thing, right? You really, on these road courses, have to get into that rhythm to be successful. And that rhythm can be very hard to get into with all the different types of corners that you're taking here tonight, right? We have 2 different sections that you can consider S's. You have a carousel, you have a hairpin corner there that leads you back onto the front straightaway. There's a couple kinks in there. a lot of different corners that you have to navigate tonight. The driver that will be able to navigate that the best will be the one parked down there in victory lane with the goblet. That's what you call it, right? With the wine in?
Say goblet or goblin?
Blet, not in.
Oh,
Because
goblet.
not like the
Okay,
little
yes.
green,
You walk
green.
I guess it's a goblet. I thought it was like a big old wine glass or
Well,
something,
yeah.
some kind.
Yeah, I was just trying to use like some fancier terms since we're in wine country, you know. Trying to like up our prestige here in the JTN.
A fine
booth.
grail.
Elevation changes, Antonio Irvin chiming in chat. That very much so. Jovan Anderson tuning in. Brianna tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm just always so ready to go for these races, and officials here making sure the drivers get some practice in before we go qualifying and racing here. So we're just kind of waiting. We're in a holding pattern right now. And we're going back again. One thing to touch on real quick while we're here in pre-race. 2 weeks ago, of course, you saw the finish of the Phoenix race. It was wild, Ricky, but some things coming out of Phoenix. The win was taken away from the 4-car post-race. You also saw shenanigans after the fact, saw a couple intent wrecks. Officials did not like to see that. Penalized drivers accordingly. Dewey Schramm suspended for the race here tonight. In the 35 with another incident. Nick Gunther was also suspended, although it sounds like that 55 crew has pulled their entry from the Maverick Cup Series. But RJ Bishop awarded the victory after finishing second in what was a very heartbreaking interview after the race, but it sounds like the trophy went home with the 98 crew last week.
Yep, that is correct. Which it's weird though, because I feel like I'm in a time loop here. I could have sworn we had a race last week in between those two, but you're right. We had an off week. We haven't really been able to talk about that finish, but effectively, yep, that was what happened. They made a determination. An internal vote was made among officials about what action to take about that finish. It was deemed that the 4 Steven Merzlak's move was not a legal move. The 4 was sent to the end of the longest line, but then by proxy, the 55... 55?
55 finished third of Nick Gunther, but it was the after the race wrecking and stuff in the dog leg that kind of got his finish pulled too.
Yes, so by both of those penalties, it gave RJ Bishop the win, I believe. Actually, I think RJ Bishop was second, so I think no matter what,
Yeah, that's what I'm...
He finished second, so really, Merzlak himself not winning the race is what gave RJ Bishop the win. But
it's cleaning up that
interesting
stuff.
shuffle with how that finish ended up, because all the cars that we saw in that finish didn't end up finishing the race except for Bishop.
I just wanted to clear that up because a lot of folks saw the finish, right?
Yeah, we keep replaying it. We keep not clearing the point on it.
Yeah.
Probably because it's funnier. But, yeah, so it's correct that RJ Bishop was awarded the win for that. Steven Merzlak, a bold move there to try and take that win. Walked away from the track with the trophy, but the officials decided, much like the first Daytona 500 3 days later, wait a minute, you don't have that. And RJ Bishop ended up walking away with the win there. Fun old time. But now we come to Sonoma, another
congrats.
wild old track, this road course, just elevation changes galore. And like I said, Joe, very much a place where you got to be hitting your marks here. A place that you can really dominate if you know your snuff around this place.
We are definitely not the 2 road course aces here for JTN. Those honors would go to Tommy and Davey, of course. But from what I've been able to glean from them over the years, you're really focusing here at Sonoma on your entries, maybe a little bit more than some of these faster road courses, because it's a very technical track. You see the 0 dive bomb there into I really need a map of all the corner numbers into that corner down there. You really need to... Outbraking someone going to be crucial here tonight when, you know, maybe getting off the corner not going to be as important.
Yeah, and I always say that getting off the corner, it's a mix. To give you like my insight, it's a mix because this place is such a low speed track. It's almost like a short track where when you're we're gonna keep coming back to that like a short track, but it is in the sense that these are a lot of low speed flat turns. It's not like somewhere like Watkins Glen where all the turns have like some degree of banking to them. That if you hit your marks right, the track kind of pulls you along. It's very much you're always fighting the car here. You're always trying to kind of manipulate it. It's always going to be kind of working against you, and you're trying to manipulate it to move around this place. If you get a good entry by association, you're getting a good exit around here. And getting a good launch off these turns, it's like getting it somewhere like Martinsville, where you're slowing down to like 40 miles an hour in the turns. You really want to get that launch because that momentum's going to carry you all the way to the next turn. So it's I would say the drive off is just as important, but really it's a thing of if you do the entry right, then really the exit should just fall into place nicely. But like I said, outbraking going to be a big thing tonight. It's a matter of how hard you can throw it into the turn and still hit those marks. But a very flat track here, a lot of wheel spin. Gearing going to be a big issue here tonight, too, in terms of what where you're downshifting around this place, what gear you're coming into, going into any turn, what your gear you're in coming out of any turn. Just maximizing that torque for those low-speed turns where you really want to get that 0 to 60 back up real quick.
Working on some things with the good old game, trying to get you some better views down there in that hairpin, the final couple corners of the track. Yeah, Ricky, we're just kind of patiently waiting here, you know? We're just doing our thing, making our way downtown.
Watching fast paces past and I'm homebound. I forgot how the lyrics went.
I don't know what they are either. I think this is going to be our best bet, though. Kind of just apologies for turning off a lot of the fluff of the racetrack, but we need cameras for that last corner, I think, tonight, Ricky. I think that might be a little more important for the folks at home.
For Sonoma, they always have the camera kind of situated in a weird spot, almost like it's in the stands.
Yeah.
I think the last time we came here...
We had a similar issue, I feel like.
Maverick, I think.
Yeah.
I think it actually was with Maverick. We ran into that same issue because we had him on, and it was like we couldn't use that camera over there. And the second camera angle wasn't ideal.
Yeah. See the Shraminator tuning in, giving us some great information about Jacobian operators and matrices. Bobby Birch tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Again, just kind of waiting right now. Joshua Mercurio in the 57 tonight in place of Mike Seneca. I know there's a lot of Seneca fans out there. Anthony, we're doing great. We're doing great. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, Anthony's name, I don't think I've ever told him this, but the most clever name that you can have as a username. Like, I admire that cleverness.
The one person that got that YouTube handle is someone out there also named who wanted Tony and went.
I can't get it. You know?
We're going to qualifying here, Joe. So as all these guys get sorted out, we'll get a 5-minute, 5 minutes of waiting here for these qualifying results to come in. You really got to make sure that you're qualifying at a place like Sonoma. It's such a track position track. As the closer you can be out to the front on the start, the better it's going to be for your race. Less work you're going to have to do out there, and the less of a headache you're just going to have in general. for this to run out. Joe, what's your favorite road course? Do you like Sonoma or are you a Watkins Glen man?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
I mean, racing on.
I know. Can I say neither?
How dare you?
I honestly really like Road America. I'm not good there, but I really like racing on it. It's a fun track. You get the elevation changes. You get some really deep braking zones. You don't have the S's, which, I think when you're running by yourself, the S's kind of feel... They're not as challenging, right? Because a lot of times there's a good way where you can straight shot it. Like we've seen at Coda, especially as of late. But of course, no buildings here anymore at Sonoma. they tore them all down.
Tore them all down just for this one broadcast.
Just for this one broadcast. But yeah, I think the big thing. I really liked Road America. I like the Indy Road course as a fan watching. I think that's a really unique track. If I had to pick between Sonoma and Watkins Glen, I pick Watkins Glen every day of the week because I was just atrocious here at Sonoma Rookie.
Yeah, that was a trick question. The right answer was supposed to be Sawmill.
I was,
No, I'm kidding.
Let's talk about Sawmill for a second.
Sawmill.
No. You brought it up. You had to bring up bad memories. No,
the one that was Old Spice, like the EA Sports Old Spice. I can't remember what it was called in this one, but it was Old Spice. It was Red Ball in those games. It was a few different things, but I always like that. It was like an inverse of this track. In terms of real life tracks that we run in NR, I always liked both of these, but I think I was always preferential to Watkins Glen because I like high speed road courses because they're really fun to hit your marks on.
Mm-hmm.
But those were fun. There's something really fun about the technical nature of this place because it's almost like a battle of attrition. Everyone's a lot more apt to screw up here, and you're a lot easier. There's a lot more opportunities to strike on someone when they mess up even just one turn. When they fall off that rhythm even for a moment.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point about the way this track is because you're going to get so technical here. You're really looking at this track more than some of these other road courses that have big stock car events like a Watkins Glen. Even now, like the Indianapolis road course, Road America. I'm gonna turn these graphics back on while we're sitting here. You're looking at some a very technical course that doesn't always, set yourself up for a Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin finish to a race. Doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, the driver can really make a difference here at Sonoma. So the drivers that are good here at Sonoma are pretty dang good at what they do.
They are definitely good at what they dang do. Dang good at what they dang old do.
I mean, Ricky, heck, I could get a top 5 finish at Watkins Glen. Like, but gonna be a fun time tonight. Again, 27 laps on the clock. Qualifying has come to its conclusion, it would appear, Ricky. Some of those results, not a lot of drivers taking a time.
Not a lot of drivers taking a time. That's interesting to me because usually you'd want to just run that lap out of here. I do think that sometimes you come out here, take those laps, and sometimes you come out here, take those laps too, and something happens where you just don't have the or you spin a little bit, or you kind of stumble on it, and then it's sort of like, oh great, well now I have to finish the lap, and you kind of just back out. I've done that a few times.
All right, Ricky. So those results, now that qualifying has come to its conclusion, why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
All right, with pleasure, Joe. For tonight's race here at Sonoma Motor Speedway, that's not the name of the track, but let's pretend it is.
I'm sure SMI would like it to be.
Here at Sonoma, starting on the pole at a time of 1 minute 34 seconds by 264 seconds. It's going to be Huang Do in the 06 car. Joining him on the front row is going to be the 22 machine of Todd Wilson. Row 2 goes to the 5-7 of Joshua Mercurio on the inside, and on the outside, it's going to be the 58 machine of Alex Jarvie. Starting from row 3, Santiago Gutierrez on the inside, and on the outside, it's going to be the 87 car of Brad Burke. Row number 4, inside, 199 of Joseph Landy Pavlon. Outside, it's going to be the 12 machine of Jose Reyes Jr. Row number 5, ending our top 10. Inside, number 9 spot's going to be the 13 machine Austin Spencer. And on the outside, last car in the top 10 again is going to be the 044 machine of Kyle Gatt. Row number 6, Brandon Zapier will line up on that inside line. The 79 car joining him on the outside is going to be the 46 car, Chow Viana.
Ricky, you got it. It's Brian Zapier.
What'd I say?
Brandon.
Brandon Zapier. Brian Zapier. Sorry. A lot of Brandons, a lot of Brians, a lot of B's, a lot of E's.
Or Brad.
Starting on the inside of row number 7 is the 30 of Xavier Brown. Starting on the outside is going to be the 28 car of Benjamin Snyder. From row number 8 inside, 91 car of Dady. And on the outside is going to be the 36 machine of Mark Snyder. Last car to take a time in qualifying will be the 36 of Snyder. All the other cars on random draw. So for the remainder of the cars racing tonight, 17th spot goes to the 15 car of Aman Patel. And the last spot, number 18, will go to the 29 car of Greg Shetner. And that'll be the starting lineup here from Sonoma tonight, Joe. So, good size, pretty good for a road course. In terms of field size, about 18 cars. Usually, give or take, that's about what we get for these places. About a solid 18 to 20 cars. But a lot of great racers here tonight. A lot of good times I'm already seeing up on the board in qualifying. Should be a nice close race.
Should be a nice close race. Going to be a fun time tonight. Again, Scott Rettich, 70 here, Memorial 70 here from Sonoma. See Todd Wilson, your outside pole sitter here in this 22 Race Gear Merch Chevrolet. Wilson, one of the guys that I think some of the garage area has pegged as not only the favorite to maybe win here tonight, or one of the favorites at least, but someone that you're going to have to go through to claim the championship here in the Maverick Cup Series Season 2. And Ricky didn't have anything to add to that, so that's cool.
Oh, sorry.
There is...
I didn't know you were asking for something.
There's Huang Do in the 06, of course, of USORL fame. Huang Do racing experience. Dodge here tonight. You know, I love myself a Dodge. Nice maroon and silver with silver numbers car. Gonna be your pole sitter here. What do you say we go on board a lap? On board for a lap here with the 06.
Yeah, and while we do that, we can ask you a question, Joe. Never mind, we're going right to race.
Yeah.
Ask you a question, looking in chat, our resident statistician, Mr. Ryan Pace, asking, good evening, Joe and Ricky. What do you think the chance for a fuel mileage race tonight is?
Well, Ryan, we know that these drivers can go 18 to 20 laps on a tank of fuel. Tonight, 27 laps on the race. So if we get a caution, say 8 laps in, that's where we're maybe going to start seeing that fuel mileage come into play. But outside of that, everyone going to make one pit stop. I say you break this race in half if it feels like it's going to go green throughout. You get your tires halfway through. You split the race, make it even stints on those Goodyear Eagles.
I would agree, Joe. I think that's a good idea. Just split the race here as we're waiting for this command. Looking at the actually, I'll let them do the starting command here because we should get it in about 5 seconds, and that'll make the. I'll just reiterate some rules for tonight.
Start your engines.
As you hear the command and these drivers get their engines fired up. Special rules tonight, Ricky. Take us through them.
Yep, with pleasure. For tonight, no in-game cautions. So these guys going to be coming to the green. That's going to be it for the pace car here. He's going to go bye-bye. The only pace car we're going to see out here tonight is the leader. How this goes, a pretty standard NR road course procedure for anyone that's done this before. But for our new viewers or people unfamiliar with these rules, for tonight, 2 cars wrecking will be what causes a caution. Single car spin will not be the call of caution. It will be manual yellow, so there'll be a call out as it happens. if 3 self-spins, so 3 cars spin out on their own in a single lap, that will also be the grounds for throwing a caution. But those will be the only grounds for a caution here. Similar to what we do at USORL, is that if 2 cars make contact, that's automatically a caution. Everything else is kind of up to discretion. But leader will pace them around at a speed of 65 miles an hour and will call the green flag at the restart zone. So similar to what we do over at USORL and what we've done at some other leagues. A lot of leagues do that with the 3 self-spins and a caution for road courses. Helps keep cautions from coming out just on random self-spins, but at the same time is at least fair with the cautions if we have a lot of people spinning all at once.
Yeah, it's just it's helpful, right? It's helpful for pace of the race and all of the drivers. We talked about wanting to get into that rhythm, so it's helpful for keeping you in that rhythm. All right, Guangzhou, Todd Wilson, row number 1. Mercurio Jarvie, row number 2. Pace car is in as we come through the final corner, the hairpin that, well, it always has a little controversy around it seems like by the end of this race. Joe with control, first race here in the Maverick Cup Series behind the wheel of that 06, first race overall here in the Maverick Cup Series. Field makes their way down into the start zone, flagman with green in hand. All right.
All right. Looks like we're pacing around one more time, Joe, I guess.
All right, gonna be 26 laps.
I just want to thank all 35 people watching right now. If we just
Okay,
blue ball Joe a little bit.
I don't think that one's
don't
on
worry,
us.
We'll be going this time by, I would presume. I wouldn't be surprised if they were just getting that order shuffled out here. And so we got a few guys. Oh no, we're restarting. Okay, never mind. Coming back to the start here. All of these guys lining up behind the pace car once more. Looks like they had to do a reset for something. But a little bit of a there's a quick little reset in the proceedings here. We'll be going as we're waiting for everyone to line up once more here at Sonoma. Joe, do you got anything to say?
Thank you folks for tuning in tonight. Great crowd. Hope you're having a fantastic evening here on a Tuesday night. So glad that you're choosing us here on JTN to be your entertainment for the evening. We're going to hope to bring that entertainment value that we pride ourselves on doing. Again, make sure, as there's a command, make sure if you haven't already, you're new around here, we would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, whatever it may be. It not only helps support us here on JTN, but it helps these leagues kind of get the recognition that they deserve for the racing that they put on. Guangzhou going to lead us to green again with Todd Wilson there on the outside of turn number 1 in the 22 car. Magoo, I'm going to do my best. Tate, Dorsey, side by side through the carousel. Will it work? I don't think so. Apparently the green flag would not come out. Ricky, so, Huh.
That is one I've not heard before.
Yeah. See Zach there in chat. Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like it indeed. Well, grab your bag of popcorn, grab your beverage of choice. Remember to drink it responsibly. Guangzhou gonna look to responsibly teach the field how to race here around Sonoma in that Guangzhou Racing Experience Dodge. Got Todd Wilson in the 22, who is up there in the points, has been so strong inside the top 5. Pretty much everywhere we've gone, it feels like at this point in that 22 car, looking to continue a hot start to the year as we're slowing down here, coming into the hairpin.
Wonder if they're trying to let the pace car kind of get a head start on everyone to see if that kind of tricks it.
Yeah. Did they have full pace laps still on, Ricky?
Now, if they had full pace laps on, they
The
would
pace car should stay
been
out.
starting on pit road there. Looking in chat, someone saying it's a formation lap F1 style. I'm good with that.
I am not. Huang Zhou gonna lead us to green in the 06. Todd Wilson and Joshua Mercurio tonight in the 57. Alex Jarvie there in that generic number 58. All right, let's see. Do we get it? Do we get the green flag? We wait to see. I don't think we're gonna get it. It would not appear that we're gonna get it. We didn't get it.
Oh, no, they're going. We got green flag here at Sonoma as they come barreling down into the uphand right-hander here, turn number 2.
They are single file throughout the rest of the field. Huang Zhou, your leader. Todd Wilson, Josh Mercurio, they have broken away from the rest of the field. Going down into the entrance to the carousel.
Joe, we got a few cars stopped on the hill here. 29 is Shetner, 36 is Snyder actually going backwards, coming down the hill. 58 of Jarvie stopped on track. I wonder if they're getting differing calls about what's going on here.
Oh, well, keep an eye on our leaders. Huang Zhou with control by about 3, call it 4 car lengths over Todd Wilson, who has another about 4 or 5 car length gap. Back to Joshua Mercurio. There you see how aggressive the 22 gets on the brakes to try to close the gap, but Zhou going to be able to stretch it, and we're
out of it.
cool. Yeah, full pace lap was checked.
Oh, that was... oh, there you go. And now we'll see what they end up doing here in terms of qualifying. Because now going back to turn that off will mean that they have to either redo qualifying or just random draw.
Well, I hope everyone...
Keep it posted on this as they're getting this sorted real quick. Looks like they're going to qualifying right now. Yeah, they're qualifying right now, so we'll see if they let them qual again.
Drivers, to your cars.
Good chat. No, it is not a rain out just yet. They're just getting this sorted. They had a little issue with one of the settings, but I think they got it set up. So, Joe, we got 5 more minutes to kill. What's your favorite type of the other week we were talking about
What's your favorite type of ice cream, Ricky?
Skittles. What's your favorite Starburst?
Oh, Starburst?
Yeah, Starburst. Oh, your curveball. What's your favorite Starburst?
The yellow.
What?
Yeah. I like citrus.
Yep.
We've been over this with the Skittles. I mean, it's the same candy, Ricky. I don't know why you thought
No, I'll take that. You didn't say orange, so I won't judge you.
Well, orange is my second favorite, so...
I resent you. Nah, I'm not. I mean, I like citrusy stuff. I'm not big on orange Starburst. I don't know why.
Yellow can't be friends anymore.
Yeah, everyone's booing you in chat right now about that, about oranges.
Man. I never thought the end of JTN would be over my choice in Starburst flavor.
Yeah, make a public apology about your choice in Starburst.
Oh,
cost us our Mars sponsorship.
Yeah, because I'm sure that was coming at some point. That's why they're stopping sponsoring Kyle Busch, right? They're gonna come sponsor JTN.
No, they heard what you said about the orange. They don't even like the orange.
Once again, folks, if you want to help support us here on JTN, if we're making you laugh tonight while we're kind of going through things, you can head on over now to the JTN merch store. Pick yourself up some JTN logo merch. Got available on t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, and there's a bunch of other great options up there. You saw Ryan Pace's Talladega victory in the new intro that Ricky did up. Thank you again for that, Ricky. We got a t-shirt kind of commemorating it, kind of not, with the Pace's Super Speedway car that now he's won 2 in a row with over at the USORL. Got a bunch of other USORL drivers. Todd Wilson has a shirt in conjunction with Tyler Hunter and Nicholas Curry, the old TNT shirt up there as well. Our Bomb Squad and Hobo Racing Leagues are represented by old Mac Daddy Keith MC, Keith McLean, up there on the JTN merch store too. Bunch of great options that we're working on too, to get some more variety up there for drivers and whatnot, but couldn't do that without y'all, all you fans at home. So remember, if you can go that extra mile to help support us, head on over to the JTN merch store, get yourself a cool looking racing t-shirt. They work pretty well. If you're like me and you like that grunge look, you like to wear flannels with them open and have like a graphic tee underneath, I think we do a pretty good job of designing them for specifically that use case. So good use case there. Joseph Weaver's got a shirt. We got our JTN race car. Tommy Bordeaux. I think Ricky's probably the only one that doesn't have a shirt out of everyone that kind of works in our realm. But we're working on that, right, Ricky?
Yeah. Did you know that in French, flannel is called flanelle?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's actually true.
That's pretty interesting.
That's my contribution to this discussion.
Yeah, JTN car shirt is goated. It is for sure. How do you say dummy? I think it's I'm not gonna say it. No. I was gonna say your name, like haha funny, but I was like, that's not very nice.
Okay.
I decided to be savage Mike Joy tonight instead of nice old car guy Mike Joy. I know Joven's got a shirt. Sean's got a shirt too. If you have some of our merch, feel free to tell people if you like it. If you don't like it, I want you to be honest, right? But I think, again, I know I'm wearing my JTN retro logo hoodie right now. It's nice and comfy. I've had it for a couple of years now too, and it's still logo's still nicely printed on there and stuff. It's not fading. So again, JTN merch store, go check it out. Really appreciate it if you did.
Waiting here, Joe. 18 seconds to go. The countdown is the tension is palpable. The countdown is killing me.
Yeah.
Very soon we're gonna be going here at Sonoma, waiting for this to run out. Looks like it just ran out. We'll see. We'll see if they do anything with happy hour. I'd imagine they're just gonna bump it to race.
Yeah, one of the admin, Jesse Klein, said they're gonna go right to race. So
they gotta go right to race. So to rattle it off super quick.
Just do
06,
numbers.
22, 58, 0, 57, 199, 87, 13, 12, 0, 44, 79, 46, 30, 91, 36, 29, 28, and 15. That's your starting lineup here from Sonoma.
So same pole sitter, same front row.
Oh yeah, look at that, Joe. They're starting closer to the start-finish line, so you were right. That's strange that the full lap doesn't actually do the full lap. Most of just Sonoma does the actual full lap.
It's, I believe, if you look at the README file for the track, again, it's Sonoma 2019 for folks that are looking for it. They the way they set it up was a little weird, so we worked through it, right? Just got a little rain delay.
I have a strongly worded letter going out to John Sonoma.
Let me tell you, that John Sonoma guy, he's a menace when it comes to making racetracks.
Drivers, start your engine!
Joe, I feel dumb. I could have said William Sonoma. I say John. That was the one time there was actually a name for it. Great. They got the go-ahead to start engines here, though. Huang Do going to lead them back into the hairpin. Joe, you want to call them coming to the flag? Going to be coming up quick.
Oh, man, it's going to be coming quick here. Huang Do, Todd Wilson on row number 1. Alex Jarvie and Santiago Gutierrez, row 2. Joshua Mercurio and Joseph Landy Pavlin back there on row number 3. Jose Reyes Jr., Austin Spencer, Brian Zapier, and I missed who was in 10th. Getting ready to go green flag racing here finally from Sonoma. Doe with control. Green flag. We're underway here from the Golden State.
And now the ticker actually registering, and Huang Do is going to lead him up the hill here into that first right-hander. Old big braking zone as these guys all fan out.
Jarvie clear through into third. Remember that Joshua Mercurio there in that 57, I believe, qualified in that spot originally. So he is now back into fourth. Gutierrez there in fifth. Austin Spencer already up a couple spots into sixth.
And it looks like these guys are already slowing down. Looks like we already have a caution out on track, Joe.
Oh, and you got a couple drivers maybe speeding a little there. Got to be careful with these manual yellows. Let's fetch you a replay. See what happened.
The 91 gets in of Dady, gets into the back of the 79, coming up the hill, just goes around someone else in the back. I think the 36 gets a shot, gets spun around almost of Snyder. Oh, Joe, we got, let's see, 1, 2, like 3 or 4 turns, I think.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. We're under caution here from Sonoma. The bright side about doing manual yellows is that they can kind of make the determination on their own about how many laps that actually means. So they could just do 1 lap around, they could do 2, they could do 3, they could do 4, they could do a lot. They can do a little, but I would imagine they're probably just going to come around here, come by pit road, see if anyone wants to pit. If not, they'll come back green next time by. Joe, how do you eat your hamburger?
How do I take it, or like cooking wise,
yeah,
or
cooked.
on it? Like I'm Joe, so I got to be average as we're wrecking here through the S's under caution. Not even gonna show a replay of that. I take my hamburger medium.
The only answer is medium rare. Always medium rare.
No.
That is what I was always told, was always medium rare. You're saying my burger needs to be able to eat my veggies. That's a good way of putting it. See, look, everyone's backing me up in chat. Medium rare, Samuel Cruz, thank you. Yeah, it's got that little bit of pink, but it's also cooked.
Should that be our JTN poll of the night? How do you take your burger? Do medium rare, medium well done?
See, Ryan says medium rare.
Man,
Medium.
I am just on the other
Well,
side of
medium's
the
actually a
fence.
step above. You'd be fine. You're not gonna get sick off that. You just don't have any pink in there.
On medium?
I mean, it's not as much pink.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, if you do medium rare, like, if you got a bad chef cooking your stuff,
That is true.
I mean, you can always get raw food, right?
In chat, well done. Might as well be eating charcoal.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think medium rare's a happy meat because you go to a restaurant, the chef's never gonna undercook meat.
You don't know that, though.
Well, I mean, you go to a bad restaurant, yeah, but if you go to a good restaurant, usually they're either gonna cook it to the way that you want, or they're gonna overcook it.
Well
So
done.
it's a good goal, because usually you're just gonna overshoot it.
Yeah. Keith Hughes, Samuel Cruz, Ryan Pace, Sean Whitehill, Saad Poe, Tyler Mallon, Joseph Landy Pavlin. We got his radio hooked up with the chat. The only thing he said on the radio so far is help. Zach Webster. I like it because I'm starting to associate the YouTube handles with the names of people, but can't thank you enough for tuning in. How many cars retire? There's only 18 in the race, so how many do you think retire, Ricky?
I don't know. Magoo, that's a good question. It's Sonoma, so the thing is about this is that we're not going to see a huge, knock on wood here.
Yeah,
we're not going to
that's
see a
mean
car
that.
flying 40 feet in the air, because these guys aren't going to be going anywhere on the track that's even remotely fast enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if they end up doing that, I would be genuinely impressed.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of screw-up room, as it were. I think people would be retiring from this race from maybe lingering damage, not wanting to run out the rest of the race or something like that, but I don't think anyone's going to get race-ending damage unless they're really trying at it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say more than maybe like 1 or 2 guys.
George. Sean, that's
challenge
mean.
him.
That's so mean.
That's my high score.
Tire barriers eat cars.
Looks like they're coming back to green here, Joe. Huang Do gonna lead them back. Single file starts here. Take us back.
Well, Huang Do, he's going to have control. He's going to tell the field when we're going back green. That's a pretty big advantage here on the road course. See how big of a gap driver 06 gets. Here we go. Green flag. We're back on our way here from Sonoma. Who's loose there coming up the hill? You see the 57 and Mercurio into the back of Jarvie. Jarvie holds on to the car. Mercurio going to fall back just a little bit, though. It might be one of those, I'm sorry I hit you. I'm going to give you a little room now as we enter the carousel, Ricky.
Yeah, I think that was one of those that's early. I'm going to reel back just a little bit just so that doesn't seem like that was a hostile move. But I'm sure the 57 Mercurio will get back to this 58 here. Huang Do leading them down into the carousel right now, unopposed for the first time. The 22, Todd Wilson, trying to follow him. 22 and 06 taking an interesting line, trying to arc it coming in, actually entering the carousel high so they can pull down low. Everyone else kind of entering the carousel low. Interesting setup. I think they're trying to get a better center off by doing that, rotate that corner a little better. And it looks like the 29 of Greg Shetner is around in the carousel. Still green, though, here from Sonoma. No call for a caution there, so I think it was a single car spin. We stay green. Huang Do still leading as they're coming down through the S's.
And we did lose video feed there for a second. Trying to get it back now. We're going to step away real quick. We'll be right back here on JTN. Back here on JTN again, still getting those cameras back for you, but Ricky racing on the track right now.
Racing on the track, Huang Do still leading them here, coming up the hill, coming down into the right-hander. That's going to lead them towards the carousel. Leading unopposed here, lap 4. Todd Wilson trying to fall, but Todd Wilson goes off into the dirt. The 58 of Jarvie's going to come up on him very quickly here. Goes to the inside of the 22, checks up on it as they're coming into the carousel. Lets Wilson hang on to that second spot, but Todd Wilson overshot it just a little bit there. Huang Do leading through the carousel. Looks like Dady in the 91 having some issue getting through the carousel there.
You see the rear end of the 91 is destroyed on that DoorDash Pontiac.
28 of Benjamin Snyder is around up at the top of the hill. We stay green. Looks like that was a one-car spin.
Huang Do, though, you talked about it, Ricky. The 22, it's Todd Wilson going off the track, has really allowed this 06 to get a big lead, and you hear him clutching. Ryan Pace asked about that in our production meeting as lead statistician, asked about it in chat. Fuel mileage, and already you see the 06 clutching, trying to save some fuel.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart move here to kind of get that fuel to stretch out as far as possible. Even if you do have to split it, maybe you don't need to make it to the end after that first stop. But what you do need is that the later you can make that stop, the fresher those tires are going to be for that last run. So I think there's a method to the madness here, what Huang Do's doing. Right now, though, Todd Wilson trying to follow him. Wilson, I think, just trying to get his rhythm back after missing that one turn by the carousel. Has been starting to pull away from the 58 of Jarvie, who is now starting to get a challenge again from the 57 car of Mercurio as they're coming down to this right-hander. Mercurio right there in the back bump of the 58, third and fourth, having a great battle for position here. Come down into the carousel, the 58 throws it in down low, the 57 tries to go up high, tries to arc it in a different way. He's going to be tight against the rumble strip coming out of the carousel. He's going to get a great run on the 58 here coming down the drag strip.
And this is that part of the track where getting the run off the corner so important, but then outbraking the other driver down into the end of the drag strip. Also pretty dang important. Jarvie holds on to the third position for now. Mercurio there in fourth. Gutierrez rounds out your top five. It's still Huang Do, though, out in front of the field by, maybe. Go.
We got a car stuck in the tires in the trioval. The 15 of Patel is, I think he's got in reverse. Okay, he pitted, so that'll be no issue for the leaders. But he was stuck in the tire barrier there. It was in reverse full send, and looks like it wasn't wiggling free. Excuse me.
Here's the replay of it. It's like overcooked the corner and into the wall. And Snyder looks like 28 has retired from the race.
A little further back for the 8th spot, the 12 car of Ray Ace staying ahead of the 13 of Austin Spencer. They've been having a great battle for position. The 12 thrown in really deep at the top of the little right-hander here, turn number 2. The 13 of Spencer gets loose, so right where that thing transitions from uphill to downhill. The car kicked out on him, had to catch it, lets the 12 car start to leg away from him again. These guys continue to battle for position. A little further up, the 57 Mercurio makes a pass on the 58 going into the carousel. The 58 gets loose and the 58 goes off into the dirt. Jarvie around in the carousel.
Round all by himself, no caution, but he's out in that dirt, going to be pulling back onto the track. Hopefully no one's coming. Looks like we'll be okay. Here comes Landy Pavlin in the 199 and Burke in the 87.
And Joe, looks like they had a great battle for position going here. The 57, the 58. Looks like the 58 actually overshot the right-hander coming down the hill, that little right-hander before you get into the carousel. He overshot it, went to the dirt, let the 57 get a huge run, and then he overshot the turn going into the carousel. So I think the 58 got kind of blindsided by that, was trying to catch his rhythm again, and went back off into the sand, and unfortunately the second time it sent him around.
Hongdo coming up on lap traffic. That's the 36 of Mark
He goes
Snyder.
around, almost collects the 60 of Huang Do, but he stays straight. We stay green, but my goodness, if you're Huang Do, you're might have jumped a little bit there.
You're owed a new set of pantaloons. Here you see the 36 into the tires. Bulls, it almost makes contact with the 06.
You wouldn't have been able to slide a piece of paper between the 06 and the 36 there, Joe. Around here at Sonoma, though, Huang Do still leading, dating off in the dirt by the carousel. Around and off the racing surface. Huang Do coming up on the carousel, though. Do's going to have to be careful about this 91 who's merging right back on the track, right ahead of him on the drag strip. There should be no issue, as the 91's going to be pretty far ahead here.
Huang Do putting on a clinic here in Sonoma. Closing in on 10 laps into this race. 91 is off the track again.
Yeah, I think he was letting the leader run by there. Curio coming up on the 36. A Snyder trying to get on by his teammate. These guys starting to navigate that lap traffic. 36 hard to the outside wall.
91's out into the sand again. There's the 36 going to come back on track. Here comes Austin Spencer behind. Spencer taking it easy.
Joe, these road courses kind of shows you 15 is stuck in the tires again, Joe, right in front of our leader, Huang Do.
No contact. We're okay.
No contact. He's just stuck in the tires.
All right, well, we'll watch as Austin Spencer navigates around the 36 of Snyder. Really slow.
Joe, the 15's still stuck in the tires. He's in reverse going full send right now. I'll keep you posted on this if he goes to pit road.
Got cars coming down the pit lane, maybe looking for a caution, maybe trying to making their first stops and only stops they'll need of the night.
15 comes to pit road, so we're good. We stay green.
Todd Wilson. Oh, looks like we're under caution.
Under caution?
What are we under caution for? And there's cars on pit lane.
We'll look around real quick to see if we can figure out what the caution is. So the thing about road course broadcast, you're doing a two-man style. You really got to look around, and it's hard to figure out where everyone is. Joe, we've been under caution for a while.
Have we?
They were coming down through the S's, Huang Do was, and it looks like he checks up. So I don't know if it was because the 15 was stuck in the tire barrier.
Sounds like the 36 has caused a caution. So let's... Bristol's running all over the place trying to fetch these replays tonight, folks. Oh, yeah. Gonna be contact with the 57. Here you see it. Gonna... Bam, that's a teammate.
So our apologies on that. A lot of stuff going on all at once. Hard to keep track of what's going on. So our apologies for missing that. But Joe, this is the one. I miss them all the time. You've missed one now.
Ricky,
so Ricky,
no, because you still missed this one too. What?
Even.
Ryan, it might be fuel mileage. If I'm these leaders, I'm staying out. Just gonna.
Magoo in chat saying, "Good work, JTN. We aim to please." So we got some guys coming down pit road. Longdo decided to stay out there. Coming back around, looks like we're still under caution. 22's going to come down. The Zero actually going to come down. So now this gets a little interesting that some of these guys still staying out here.
No monologues, so that counts as one for Ricky. Yeah, because I wasn't caught. Whatever. You know what, Ricky? I just can't win tonight. I just can't win. Yeah, Todd Wilson, Santiago Gutierrez coming down too in the Zero. So a couple of those leaders. It's interesting because you saw a lot of cars coming down the pit lane. If we were already under caution, coming to the line, how does that kind of affect things, right? Like, it's just an interesting little thing. Because you saw a bunch of cars coming down the pit lane. Are they going to gain some track position now? So, I don't know. So Huang Do's still going to be your leader. You see Mercurio involved in that incident. Going to be in second. Then Alex Jarvie in third. Those cars electing to stay out on the track. Do has not come down the pit lane yet. I believe the entire top four hasn't come down. Working on collecting that information for you. Once again, though, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in with us tonight here on JTN, bearing with us a little bit here as we're doing our first road course race of the season with the Maverick Cup Series. If you appreciate the work that we do, if you want to show us some support, make sure you hit the like button on the video. It helps support us, makes us feel good. It only helps support us. If you click the dislike button, it hurts us here on JTN, but would really encourage you to make sure you hit that like button. It does so much to help support us. Hit subscribe too if you haven't already. I love all of our leagues. Got some new leagues coming up here in the next month and a half that we're going to be racing with on Mondays and Tuesdays as well. So I know Wednesday thrown in there to boot, but going to be a fun time here on JTN in the coming months. Coming back to the green, Huang Do with control in the 06. Mercurio, Jarvie, Burke, and Landy Pavlin, your top five. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag. We're back underway here from Sonoma. Ricky, you saw that restart there. Doe able to get out to a lead, although looks like we're still going.
Go green.
Never know, man. Mercurio, though, going to have to hold off Jarvie there in the 58. That 57 did not get a good run off of that uphill portion. Jarvie to the inside into the carousel.
Dead heat coming into the carousel. Jarvie gets in there. They touch, but the 58 can't get an edge on him just yet. We'll see if he gets clear coming into the carousel. He does, but now does the 57 try to get back under him?
And I think further on back as you see Burke to the inside.
He gets off into the dirt.
Oh, no. Jarvie, no, into the tire barrier. Also saw Austin Spencer further on back into missing the entrance to the carousel. We'll get you a replay of that as we watch this battle for now the third position between Joseph Landy Pavlin and Brad Burke. Burke misses the corner. Reyes Jr. gets on by in the NR Chile number 12. Todd Wilson also going to get by. All right, well, let's get you a look back at the sequence of events there on the restart. First up, like the 13 of Austin Spencer gonna miss the corner here. Gonna have all types of things go wrong here for the 13 team.
Yeah, very tough for the 13 team. You saw the 58 there. I think he just overshot it a little bit there. I think trying to hang on to it. And you just get a little bit off in that dirt, and that's enough to spell disaster.
Yeah, these cars don't like it when you're sand tracking it. Dirt tracking they can do, they can't sand track.
Yeah, they can't do this California sand or whatever this is. Huang Do starting to come up on some traffic here. The 15 car of Patel going to be coming up right up ahead of him as he's making that right-hander into the entrance of the carousel. Coming down through the carousel, he's going to come up on the 15 car. Everyone having a lot of trouble with that carousel there tonight. It's interesting. The 6 gets right on the back bumper. The 15 gets on around him. Huang Do makes that first pass. He's going to be setting his sights on the 36 car, Snyder.
Oh, no!
Gets contact for the 15, the 06 of Huang Do, and that's going to be a caution right there, Joe. That's a leader.
He just got took out, and he's still the leader.
He's still the leader. Is that a caution? That's a caution. Right? There's a caution.
Okay.
Oh, the 06 almost gets to the 36. What in the world just happened?
Sometimes you just gotta laugh, right?
There's no damage on the 06, so yeah, I guess no harm, no foul there, but like, so it's okay. So Joe, he passes a 15 car. 15, mind you, is a lap down right now. Huang Do passing him puts him 2 laps down. They're coming down the drag strip very clearly ahead of the 15 here, and the 15 just comes back in full speed and just boop right around. I am genuinely perplexed.
The camera off the back of the 06, thanks to the Huang Do racing experience for this shot.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely a Huang Do racing experience right there. They should copyright that.
Yeah, that was not a good look there with the 15.
I'm not sure what happened there, but luckily no damage for Huang Do, I don't think. In that little exchange, I'm just Joe, I feel like we ask this a lot, but have you ever seen that?
I haven't. It sounds like there's some talk in chat. I don't want to say anything that... See... Antonio Irvin, that's intentional. I don't think that's how you stop for a corner. Lap 11, write that down. Check out Jason Twitch for the team speak. I'm gonna write that down.
Was that? I mean,
I mean,
these two cars haven't interacted all night.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was slowing down for the turn, I think. He was definitely slowing down.
No, if he wasn't slowing down, he
120, but he definitely got on the brakes there. He was doing about 80 when he got the back of Huang Do. I don't know, but Huang Do is still the leader here at.
Is he still the leader? Should the 199 be the leader?
Oh, you're right. Joseph Landy Pavlon actually the leader here, so we officially have a switching of hands
New
here
race
for the
leader
caution
for the first time tonight.
lead.
Oh.
Yeah, because Joe, Mercurio, and Wilson all came down pit road. The 0 did, the 87, the 12, the 13, the 58. My apologies. Just trying to get everything in order. Trying to get our chickens in a bunch here.
We are doing our best, aren't we, Ricky?
Running around like chickens with our heads cut off. But Joseph Landy Pavlon does lead us here at Sonoma in this 199 Toyota. 57 of Brian Mercurio is in second. Third spot goes to the 30 machine of Xavier Brown, I believe, as soon as it cycles through.
Huang Do, Greg Shetner, Todd Wilson there behind. Landy Pavlin with control here for the restart. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag. We're back underway here from Sonoma. Already big move by Huang Do going up the hill. Shatner around. Contact with the 22 at Todd Wilson. Into the Armco barrier goes the 29. And that's going to be another caution.
I haven't seen any call yet, Joe.
All right, well, that's not going to be a caution. We'll get a look at it when we get a chance. Huang Do looking to the inside.
Oh, Pavlov gets off into the dirt there. Pavlon gets off into the dirt, hangs onto it. That lets us 57 and Mercurio get a great run on him coming into the entrance of the carousel. They're all in a dead heat here, 1, 2, 3 for that first spot. Oh, 57 goes out into the sand, and 57 of Mercurio goes around. That's going to cost him a few positions here as everyone comes barreling on by.
Gonna wait for traffic to go on by. Huang Do now looking to the inside of Landy Pavlin for the lead. That 06 has been by far the best car here tonight. Now Do just has to play it patient and safe here through the S's. Gonna look to the inside. There he goes. Back to the lead is Huang Do.
Yo, I think that was the outside.
It was to the right. How about that?
To the right side. To the route side.
Passenger side.
Huang Do back leading here at Sonoma as they come through the hairpin. 199 on Landy Pavlon hangs out to that second spot. Santiago Gutierrez in third. Fourth spot goes to the 58 car of Jarvie, I believe. And fifth spot right now is going to be Xavier Brown. There's a lot of shuffling around here. Brown had an issue. It looks like Austin Spencer gets on by him.
There's the replay of the restart.
A lot of guys having issues out here.
Todd Wilson to the back of Greg Shetner there in the 29. Sends that car around.
Back under caution here, Joe.
What is this one for?
Give me a second. 12 was apologizing to somebody. Give me a hot second. Look at this. Looks like the 12 and the 46. Similar situation to what happened with the 15 and our leader. 12 of Reyes just gets in a little too hot, racing the 46 of Viana for position. They get together. 46 goes around. The 12 goes around. That's going to be our caution here from Sonoma. So, Huang Do back leading. After an interesting experience there.
That was, like you said, a Huang Do racing experience. Should another look at it. Yeah.
Who agrees with me? That was an outside pass.
Yeah.
I got people on my side in chat tonight.
Listen, I guess they've just had enough of me giving you grief. I don't know.
It's like this just means I'm going to miss something dire at the end of this race. We keep missing cautions, but I think that's mostly my fault.
We need a Ricky Collette moment of the race, right?
Now, Joe, do all these guys make it? These guys can all make it now, right? 14, 27 laps. We're not that far out of the...
Even if you can't.
15 laps to go right now, so I think you can make it.
Even if you can't, you come down the pit lane here, you're fine, right? If you're one of these cars towards the back of the field, you come down the pit lane.
Yeah, if I'm near the back, I'm just coming out pit lane every single time. I could be good on fuel and have brand new tires, and I'll come to the back. I'll come down pit road if I'm all the way in the back. I don't really just keep topping it off until someone tells you to stop. But these guys up front don't have that opportunity, so we'll see if they're going to come back green this time. They already did one time around past pit road, didn't they?
I don't think so.
They didn't? Okay, well, they'll probably come down to pit this time. We'll see if anyone comes down pit road. 199 to Pavlon looking at it. Looks like the 58's come down. All of them, the O car, the 06 coming down. The 58 got to stay out. The 13 going to stay out. 30 Xavier Brown comes down to you. Braden Zapier stays out. The 44 Gat stays out. Burke in the 87 stays out. The 47 and 91 coming down. 22 stays out. 57 stays out. 12 comes down. But the 58 Exalta machine of Alex Jarvie, as I talk in a stilted manner, like William Shatner for no reason, is going to be leading here at Sonoma.
Do you want to do a JTN poll tonight, Ricky?
Hey, what's a poll?
Who is your favorite member of tonight's JTN crew? You of course got you got me, and then of course our producer Bristol the dog.
We're both gonna lose, Joe.
Yeah, but Bristol kind of needs a little ego boost, so. So go ahead and vote who your favorite member of tonight's JTN crew is. Now in chat. If Ricky and I don't lose, yeah, that's not good. Bristol should win. That's who I'm picking.
He's working in the booth. He's pulling levers. He's pulling everything.
Yeah, let's go back to that incident with the 06. I don't think we are in the camp of saying that was intentional. Same thing there with the 12, right? It just looked like misjudgment.
Yeah, I think that one was definitely misjudgment. Look at this vote already, Joe. We have 21 votes. There's a 10% for you, 5% for me, 86% for Bristol.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you want to take your victory lap about second place there? Because you're still ahead of me.
No, I'm going to hold out hope. How many votes already? You said 21?
22 now, actually.
That's crazy.
Sean Whitehill saying not even a fair vote.
Listen, he sets up all the polls. He just got in my ear, said that's what we're doing. I had to introduce it. You know, that's how it works.
To be fair, I would have voted for Bristol too.
Yeah, I would too.
Reported the poll for Joe slander.
Can't thank you folks enough, as always. If you're enjoying tonight's show, see that there's about 40 people watching, so thank you for tuning in. Again, I think that it's a pretty good indication that Ricky, we're being pretty entertaining up here. Maybe despite some of the things, the ongoings. But if you like what you're seeing, you like what we're doing up here in the booth, make sure you hit that like button. Again, it does so much to help support us. We appreciate it so much. It's always fun to do these broadcasts, especially when the chat's nice and active. And we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys so much for tuning in here tonight on a Tuesday, making our lives a little bit better here on Tuesday, April 26th. Alex Jarvie's life is a lot better. He's your leader coming to the restart. Austin Spencer, Brian Zapier, your top three. Jarvie with control. He'll call the green flag. Back down and away we go. We're back underway here from Sonoma. Already 3 wide, further on back in the field for a hot second. See Todd Wilson trying to make up some positions there in the 22. Joseph Landy Pavlin doing the same. Wong Zhou. Joshua Mercurio.
Wong Zhou coming deep in the field right now, trying to make his way back up. But for the moment, at 58, Alex Jarvie checking away from these guys. That's what he wants to see. Austin Spencer trying to follow him. See if he can hang on to it. These guys really driving it in deep here, coming into the carousel. Side by side for that third spot. The 044 Gath, the 87 of Burke. Burke going to prevail, take that third position.
30 and 22 went off the track there, coming into the carousel. Both get back on it. They're going to lose some time, though, to Joseph Landy Pavlin. Huang Zhou with a big run there. Got to be careful not to make contact with that 199. Going to be looking to driver's left. I'm going to do that so you can't call me out for mistaking that one. Here goes Zhou into the quarter, completes the pass.
Everyone gets through this turn nice and clean, but yeah, they're running close here. Huang Zhou, right to the left of the 30. Couldn't make the move. Hangs out behind him. He's going to look to the right now. Huang Zhou's got a fast car to Xavier Brown. He's just trying to see if he can get the setup. Comes to the right side, coming down the hill here. Huang Zhou moves on by him. That's going to be for the 5th spot. A little further up. Not 5th spot, sorry. A little further up here. 79 goes off to dirt. 44 Gat gets on by him. That's Zapier.
Here comes the 06. Big time break into the corner.
Oh, the 78 goes into the tire barrier, and they all stay straight. Then
no, we're wrecking. We're wrecking.
Into the 0, into the 12. That's going to be a caution here, Joe.
Well, Doe did send it.
I think. There's a caution. Bueller? Nope, we're still green.
Are we? There's no way.
We're still green. Okay. Joe, you want to take us through that? I'll keep an eye out on this.
No, there's the caution.
4th, Alex Jarvie leading. Okay, there's the caution.
Jeebus. All right, there's Joe. Big time send to the inside. Contact with the 22, who gets into the 87. 87 still straight. I believe it's contact with the 199 and 30. Might be the first car spinning, but they both This is a weird one, Ricky.
Joe comes down deep on this. Him and the 22 are door to door. They actually both don't. The 22 doesn't kind of get shunted by this 06. He gets into the 87. They'll stay clean.
Yeah.
And then the 87 spins the tires trying to straighten out. And actually what happens is the 199 gets spun by 30 behind him. I don't really know who would technically be at fault for this. The 87 got a big shot from the 0. I don't know what necessarily brought out the caution because the 199 was around
There's like
first,
two,
but the
yeah.
87 got a bigger collision.
Yeah, 22 does move right. I see that too.
I'd imagine.
Let's.
We'll see, because I mean, conventionally you would say the 06 for taking that pass on the 22 and that they made contact.
It's kind of the catalyst for the incident, right? Like
obviously,
here,
I think the car on the driver's right is going to have to take, usually, in most cases, would be the one that would take that, because that's the, that's where the contact. You're moving up the track right there, so if you're pushing someone out of the way, then you're kind of responsible for where they go. But at the same time, the 199 got to the 22 stayed straight. When he got to the 78, when the 78 went around, like we said, the 78 hadn't spun yet when the 199 spun. So, I mean, I guess you could say the 06 if you want to say whoever started the stack up on all that.
and that's.
But we'll see what officials say, because I think you can kind of. I think that's looks like they're going to call that a racing deal, which I think is a good call, because I think that's going to be a hard one to determine.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think if you had to be strict about, if you had to be a stickler about it, just for the sake of, because sometimes leagues won't do racing
Someone
rules
has
and,
to, someone has to take blame.
Deals, and they have to assign the caution to someone. If you had to be harsh about it, you could probably say the 06, just because the entire incident happened because the 22 got shunted, which might have caused that checkup back there. But in a case like this, I think it's just easier to call it a racing deal and just leave it be.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're seeing in chat too. I think a lot of people telling us that we're wrong, which is always fun.
You're wrong.
We're on our TWB 10 to go. Reminder.
Forget the stamp, just send it.
Remember to head on.
Line 22 into him.
Do I need to mute you?
Funny or JTN. Have a fun old time. Make sure to tell Joe and I that we're wrong about everything. It's the best part is when we're like.
I don't think we're wrong.
Insightful, we look at chat and they're all like, no.
I don't think we're wrong, Ricky. I mean, we both have a very, I don't want to say old school, because it's not, but a more conservative approach, maybe, to how we race.
Ed Poe in chat saying the 06 showed a lack of patience there.
I would agree with that.
That is true, but on the other side of that coin, technically we're at 10 to go.
Yeah, I mean, only got about 25 miles left in this race. It is your TWB 10 to go. Head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com, because now, from porches and patios and more, it's springtime. You're going to have a lot of outdoor lighting needs. You need some new lights to light your walkways, your balconies, maybe your front porches, your patios, again, and more. For all those outdoor lighting needs, remember to head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com. They have you hooked up and covered. Again, that's GardenLightsDirect.com. GardenLightsDirect.com. GardenLightsDirect.com here on your TWB 10 to go.
Joe, we got people trying to ratio each other in chat. I don't even know how that works.
Wait, really?
But
oh, it's just Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey, you displayed a lack of this ratio. Oh, it's just Dewey. Dewey Shrimp in chat. Checking in. I think it should be coming back green here. Alex Jarvie leading us back. Huang Do in second. Third spot is going to be the 04D4 machine of Kyle Gatt. In the fifth spot is going to be Austin. Fourth spot is going to be Austin Spencer. Fifth spot, Brandon Zapier. Coming back to green. Take us back, Joe.
Jarvie with control has Huang Do right behind him, and Gatt there in third. Austin Spencer, Brian Zapier, top 5. 58 again with control. Got the Chevrolet colors on it tonight. Green flag. We're back underway here from Sonoma. How was that?
That was pretty good. Jarvie gets a good restart here, but Huang Do already closed up the gap here. Just going to throw it in deep on this right-hander, right back on the back bumper of this 58 Chevy. Huang Do's got nose to the inside, but he gets loose there. Decides going to hurt him on these switchbacks.
See how aggressive the 06 gets. Saw the aggressive move down into the hairpin that you saw. See how Do reacts.
Oh, we got the
now.
44 around right up ahead. Austin Spencer gets into him. Around into the dirt is the 44 Gat.
I believe we're racing back to the line here since we're under 10 laps to go, so let's watch. Let's wait to see if these guys slow down. But if that is indeed a caution, that one's going to be, sounds like, on the 13 of Austin Spencer. Do trying everything to get a run going here on Jarvie in the 58.
Caution has been called here, Joe, so I think... give me a second, because they're slowing up for the turn. Yes, they're just under caution. Nope. Oh, yes.
No,
yes.
they're under caution.
Yes. They're slow.
It's okay, Ricky. You got that one right.
The caution got called right at the one spot of the track where you're supposed to be doing 45, so I didn't know if they were just about to... I didn't know if Jarvie was just about to gun it and take off again. And then right when I was like, okay, yeah, we're all set, he gunned it to get up to speed.
See the replay of it here. Austin Spencer. Looks like he's a little loose, but then just... I don't know, runs into the back of the 044.
Some of these guys coming down. Huang Do coming down. Austin Spencer will probably have to claim that.
Yeah.
So probably taking that into line. Huang Do, very interesting. Only car I can see of this grouping coming down. The 044 Gas coming down because that's spin, but no one else coming with this 06 car. Huang Do. I don't know, Joe. Did he have to come back down? Is he just taking those 4 tires? There's some kind of Babe Ruth shot to see if he can make his way back up through the field in 7 or 6 laps?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some team communications that we're not privy to right now with the 06. If you get what I'm laying down, Ricky.
If I'm smelling what you're stepping in?
Yeah.
That's true, but looking around here right now, everyone else stays out. Looks like all the guys coming by pit road now, staying out. So just Huang Do, the 13 of Spencer, and the 44 of Gat coming down pit road here.
Again, folks, if you're tuning in, would really appreciate you hitting that like button. See 39 people tuning in. 42 now. Only 23 likes. I think we're doing a good job. I think 23 other people think we're doing a good job. Hit that like button. We'd appreciate it so much.
32 votes on the poll, Joe, and everyone thinks Bristol is doing a very good job because he is at 91%. Following that is you at 6%, and following that is me at 3%. But you know what? 3 for Dale, so really, aren't we all winners here?
What am I, 6 for Mark?
Antonio Irvin, no, the dog is doing better.
Listen, Bristol is such a good boy, and he kind of keeps us on track. He's having a time tonight. If you wanna hit the like button for Bristol, I mean every like that the video gets, Bristol gets a head pat. So I can put that out there into the universe, Ricky, and we'll see how it goes. But once again, in all seriousness, can't thank you folks enough for sticking with us here tonight. It's been an awkward race, a peculiar race. We've kind of seen that here with the Maverick Cup Series this season. Kind of just still ironing
Having
some...
a fun race here. Having a fun all time.
We're having fun. We're having fun. I think chat's having fun.
Really, if everyone's having fun, aren't we all winners?
Yeah, I have a feeling there's some drivers out there that probably wouldn't agree with the fun. But we're having fun. And I hope you folks...
Having fun, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here and you want to have some more fun. We do this like 3 or 4 nights a week.
We do.
All the time, having lots of fun here at JTN. Joe, take us back to the green flag.
Alex Jarvie with control here for the restart. Joseph Landy Pavlon, Xavier Brown, your top three. Green flag, we're back underway here from Sonoma.
58 gets a great jump on the 199. Joseph Landy Pavlon as they come up the hill. 199 is going to try to close it back up, but the 58 is going to get a good run here, cresting over the hill. 199 is going to get a really good run, though. Close that gap a little further back. The 57 to the inside. The 30, Xavier Brown. Joe, I did the same thing with the inside thing.
And now he's going to be the drivers right there in that 57. Close to the curbing there through that corner. Move Mercurio up into third, but Brown
across him over, shoots off, and he misses the corner, but he hangs onto it, stays on track.
I also saw the zero go way wide.
Gutierrez goes off to the dirt. They all stay straight. We all stay green here. And we're back under caution.
Okay.
Which one is this one? 12 claimed? Where was the 12? Where was the 12? Where was the 12?
Was it the 12 claiming?
Oh, 12 gets in the back of the 87 race, gets in the back of the 87 machine of Brad Burke. That was through the switchbacks there. So just a quick spin around by the 87, but this will be a caution again.
We were
you can
getting
request
ready.
to show the 06. The problem is
we were getting ready.
We're trying to show everyone here. The problem is too, Alex Jarvie is leading this race, and we're also trying to make sure we're keeping an eye on the leader here. It's a balancing act. If we had more cameras, we could do this easier. But gotta keep an ear to what Huang Do is doing here, because I think he leapfrogged a ton of cars there that time by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huang Do 8th in line from 12th, already up 4 spots on that one restart.
So
Joe, this is gonna get a little fun. This is gonna get a little silly.
Road course does mean more cams, but it doesn't mean we have like enough cams on all corners.
Well, it's not even that we have enough cams. It's just that we got Bristol up in the production booth. He can only look at so many things at once. We don't have multiple feeds or anything. It's just okay. Well, look here. Oh, look here. Oh, look here.
I like how we're making excuses for why we suck.
Oh yeah, you know. Look, mediocrity enjoys company at least, so we can suck together.
No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Don't worry. We're playing around with you guys because we're like I said, we're having fun up here in the booth tonight. It's always fun to see you guys in chat. So,
Tony in chat saying 22 came down on 06, fake news. Like 20 minutes after the wreck. Sean Whitehill in chat saying I will punt 18 cars so I will win. Thank you, Sean. I don't know how you're going to make up 22 laps, but if you want to come in the server right now, yeah.
But again, folks, cannot thank you enough for tuning in here to JTN tonight. Again, we'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. I know we're kind of selling our souls at this point, asking you for it, but it does mean a lot to us when you do. Being active in chat, though, too, is also a great support during nights like tonight. So I appreciate you guys holding the conversation with us. Anthony.
Having some fun old
Can't do that
times
to me,
here tonight
man.
as these guys coming through the carousel pacing around. Alex Jarvie still leading. Just want to verify that he's still leading because anything can happen here. So I don't even trust the leader staying in the lead under caution. But we're having a fun old time. I'm enjoying myself, Joe. It's great to see the chat being active. It's fun when we do a race like this or get everyone kind of talking in chat because not only is it funny, but it also gives us something to do to fill the air. We can take other people's jokes and insights and pretend that they're ours.
Yeah.
Like all good journalists, we steal other people's ideas and mark them as our own.
Yeah, I can't argue with anything you just said there. I'm gonna put my name underneath it though.
That wasn't a dig at anyone.
No, I know.
I don't know why I thought that sounded cryptic. I was just making a joke in general.
Yes. Yes, you generic,
That's
generic
you
journalist
local
from small town.
newspaper
Yeah, right.
reporter talking about the pie factory. I don't know. It's 10 p.m. I just slept for 2 hours and woke up right
Yeah.
before this race started.
Again, that
My
was all
brain
that wine
is
drinking, that day
the
drinking,
only way I can
right?
describe my brain is if you've ever seen a bowl of old coleslaw. That's about what my brain looks like right now. Alex Jarvie gonna lead us back to the green here. You gonna take us to the green, Joe?
Yeah, Rick, he'll take us back to the green. Alex Jarvie with control, Joseph Landy Pavlin, Joshua Mercurio, Xavier Brown, C57, a little warp, and then Brian Zapier, your top 5. Jarvie with control. Here we go. Green flag. We're back underway here from Sonoma.
And you can see the 199 Pavlon there was trying to stay close with the leader. Really tried to stay in his back bumper because he knew the 58 was going to take off, but I think it's by design here so they can get this good run here on this right-hander. He gets his nose right to the inside of the 58, not enough momentum to make the pass. Just Lady Pavlon trying to make a charge at Alex Jarvie here late. They come around the turn, crossing over the top of the hill.
And saw 46 off the track. Huang Do.
All of them were off of the dirt for the lead here.
We're everywhere. Here comes Huang Do trying to find a way around Xavier Brown. We're keeping our eyes on this 06. Gonna go try to make the outside work there through the carousel. 30 gonna go around.
Hangs on to it. Great job by Xavier Brown. And we got a car around to the back. Shetner. And the 044.
Oh,
Yeah,
91.
91 slides into it. That's probably going to be another caution here, Joe.
Yeah, well, you keep an eye on the admin radios. We'll watch this battle up at the front of the field. Top 3 all underneath a blanket. Landy Pavlin trying to hold off Mercurio there in the 57 for second place. Further on back, you got a battle between Austin Spencer and Todd Wilson. That's singled out through the S's.
And yes, caution will be out here.
Okay, so we are 5 to go, so we're racing back to the line. Here comes Huang Do. Let's see if the 06 is aggressive again down into the corner. 57 aggressive, trying to get around the 199 contact. Boots him out of the way.
06 could come to the right side, clear both of them from that second spot.
And this is going to set up an interesting final restart of this race. Huang Do going to get through into second. Let's get you that replay of the caution. Well, if we get a restart.
Joe, looked like the 29 of Shetner overshot the turn a little bit, got off into the dirt, got sideways, and then just from there, it looked like Gat and the 44 and the 91, both Dady and the 91, both had a similar issue where they just got off into the dirt and kind of slid through that. But it wasn't necessarily contact that instigated it. It was just that someone slid it in, and then there was contact.
Yeah, Bristol's paws are getting tired. He forgot to put up the fetching replay screen there for a second. Apologies, folks. Oh, man.
That was a great, yeah, Xavier Brown in chat checking in saying my save was epic. That was a pretty good save. Yeah, that sideways hung on to it. Sliding through the dirt. Everyone's been sliding through the dirt tonight. I've seen the best in the field here sliding through the dirt. When they slide through the dirt, they've been spinning. So great job there, Xavier. Keeping it straight off in the dirt there and getting back on track without issue. Not even really losing a ton of positions.
Going on board with the 044. See the 29 going to go around smoke screen. That's not good. 91 going to go for a spin here. And then what about this moment down into the hairpin?
Man, it looks like they're all just racing for position there. 57 to the inside of the 199, just makes some contact with them. 199 gets very loose. They both hang on to it. Huang Do just leapfrogs both of them, gets a great power off, and drives right on by for that second spot.
He kind of... In theory, that's bumping somebody out of the way to make the pass, right? Like...
Kinda, if it was but intentional.
Fair enough. Like, okay. That's a good thing to bring up here while we're sitting under caution. Intentional versus unintentional consequences and actions and results of maybe making an aggressive move. That's probably not. He meant to get by him, right? He made contact and got by him, but probably wasn't trying to make contact to get by him, right?
Yeah.
So what we do here in the booth is we talk about what we see. And what I saw there is the 57 being really aggressive going down into the corner, trying to make a pass on the 199 so that way he could potentially get second place here on the restart to have a shot at Jarvie. And unfortunately made contact with Landy Pavlin, but Pavlin's still there too, right? Still sitting there in fourth. I mean, didn't put him into the tires, which we've seen, unfortunately, and you know, sets us up for a pretty interesting green-white-checkered finish here with Alex Jarvie out in front of the field. No Mondays of Thunder has shown up in droves here tonight, cheering on their boy. There's some USRL folks cheering for Huang Zhou. 2 there in second. Feels like this race is probably going to come down to how good the 58's restart is and how aggressive the 06 decides to get trying to make the pass.
Joe, who do you got for this? Alex Jarvie or Huang Do? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you drinking? What are you stinking?
I haven't seen Jarvie be as aggressive as the 06, right? Not that I don't think he's had to be. But I think there's always something to say about a driver being really aggressive and knowing their limits because of that. Jarvie, obviously a very accomplished road racer. I'm sure all the folks over at Mondays of Thunder would attest to that, but 06 has fresher tires, has been more aggressive throughout the race, knows where the limits of the track are, probably a lot better, if not a little. It's just an interesting dynamic here at the front of the field for this restart. You also come into play too, Ricky, right? How important is that being able to call the green for Jarvie in the 58?
I think that's pretty important because you get a great jump on that restart knowing that. Now, Joe, one question I do want to ask. We're going to be going green lap 26 to 27, 2 laps to go here. Now,
it's point of no return.
If we're going to have any more cautions or if we'll end under caution or how the proceedings will be here?
I believe it's point of no return, Ricky.
All right. Well, then it's going to be a mad scramble for the finish here.
So what that means at home, folks, if you're maybe new to the whole kind of setup we have tonight, any incident that you've seen tonight, whether it be caution or contact, has brought out a yellow. In this instance, we're racing back these last 2 laps, no matter what. Now, there can be penalties for being someone to, make contact with someone, wreck someone. Again, intentional or not. That's going to come in the post-race. So you still have to, you still can't run people over to make your way to the front of the field, but you're not going to have to go take an EOLL, and it's not going to bring out a caution. Jarvie with control, Joe in second, Mercurio third. Into the restart zone, green flag. We're back underway here for the final time in Sonoma.
Jarvie gets a great restart. Huang Do spins a tire just a little bit here. That's going to let him lead coming up the hill. Huang Do's going to try to close that gap back down, but Alex Jarvie still leads coming around the crest.
You see Doe, though, a lot more momentum coming off the corner. Car off track further back. That was Xavier Brown in the 30. 46 now off. We continue to watch these top 2 and see where Huang Zhou decides to make his move to try to take over the race lead. Jarvie still out in front. Going to go a little wide there. Hit the curbing a little bit. Upset that 58 car, but now back on track. Here comes Huang Zhou into the carousel, trying to set himself up for a run down the drag strip.
Yeah, Huang Do backs up the turn a little bit here to see if he can get a great run off. He's going to be right down on that apron. Coming down the drag strip, a great run, the 58, but the 58 hanging on here. Alex Jarvie takes him down into these sharp right-handers here, coming back to the switchback. The 57 right behind him, and Mercurio dives deep to the inside. Can't get there. Huang Do gets loose, but he hangs on to it.
A lot of wheel spin there out of the 06. You saw Mercurio, too, in that 57. Way more aggressive than our 2 leaders trying to get down into that corner. I have to feel that the emotions behind the wheel of the 57 are that he's going to have to be aggressive. Here comes Huang Do to the left of Jarvie. Jarvie will have the inside positioning here through these final couple corners. Oh, Joe.
Wongdo gets very loose, but he hangs on to it off to the dirt. Comes Mercurio on the 57.
Mercurio going to have inside positioning here. You see Todd Wilson further on back and Landy Pavlin battling. Mercurio going to make some contact. White flag, though, going to be in the air.
Wongdo just powered right on by the 57 on those fresh tires. Can Alex Jarvie hang on to this for the win here tonight? Wongdo's going to give it all he can here to get back to this 58 by the end of this. Here they come up the hill. Wongdo gets a great run off of turn number 2 here, right in the back bumper of that 58. They're going to be side by side here coming through this S.
Oh, he almost had positioning going into that corner. Going to look for the crossover down here to the entrance to the carousel. Joe not going to be close enough to warrant trying to make that lunge. Here comes Mercurio in the 57. Joe now looking to drivers right. There's contact. They make contact. They keep it straight, though. Jarvie going to lose the lead.
Oh, the 58 at Jarvie gets loose, but he hangs on to it. He's going to gun it quick here in the center of the carousel, trying to hang on with Wongdo. 57 to Joshua Mercurio trying to hang on too. Goes off into the dirt, though. This could be the 58 and the 02, Joe.
How aggressive does Jarvie get going to the corner? Smokes the tires. Big dive to the inside. He takes back the lead. Joe looking for the crossover. He's to the right.
They're going to be side by side here coming through the SS. Wongdo going to have to prefer
my goodness.
Shoots through the dirt there, hangs onto it, hits all the curbing perfectly. Wongdo's got the lead here, but he goes off to the dirt a little bit. Jarvie tries to compose himself. He's going to have one more shot here at the hairpin. What does he do?
How aggressive does Jarvie get? You saw the contact on the entrance to the carousel. Does that open up the 06 for the dive bomb? Here comes Jarvie. Gonna really be aggressive. Gonna miss the corner. Coming off of the final corner to the line, it's gonna be Wongdo taking home the victory here in the Scott Rettich Sonoma 70. And you saw contact between the 58 and 57 there coming to the line, battling for second. Contact with the 20 we're wrecking after.
What a finish, Joe.
Oh my goodness.
Alex Jarvie gave it everything he had there, and man, he threw it in deep to that airpin. You saw he went outside because what he was going to do was throw it in deep and try to arc it down. Try to see if he get a great run off to hang with Wongdo there. Great job by these guys to keep it clean there to the end. Burn it down, Wongdo, winner here at Sonoma.
Jarvie comes across the line on 2 wheels. Wongdo, your winner here tonight from Sonoma. Well, I think the finish might have been worth the wait, Ricky.
I think so too. Look at the official poll for tonight's race because we never ended up closing it. 92%, 3 and 5% was how the final vote went. Everyone likes Bristol, 92%. They like you, 5%, Joe. Everyone likes me, Dale, percent. So, again, I think everyone won here tonight at Sonoma, but Wongdo won the most.
Yeah, here's this last lap from on board the 06. Going down into the carousel. Joe gonna do this cut, trying to get a straight corner exit to get some momentum. He does. He's going to be to the right of Jarvie in the 58. There's going to be a little bit of contact. Don't know if either really made a mistake or made a move left or right more than the other. Hard to tell from that angle. Then now back on board with Jarvie here behind. You see the 06 smoking the tires, getting loose coming off that corner. And Jarvie, we talked about it, smoking the tires down here into this second to last hard braking zone, overshoots the corner. Joe manages to cross him over on exit. Again, take advantage of those new tires and how well they're able to hook up. And that was the winning move there for Wongdo. We'll get those results for you in moments. And we'll have those results on your screen in moments. Once again, cannot thank you folks enough for tuning in tonight. But gonna get those results for you. So we'll go ahead and start bringing in our podium finishers here tonight. Once again, can't thank you folks enough for tuning in to JTN. A fantastic race to the finish. It was won by none other than the driver of the 06 Hongdo Racing Experience Dodge, Mr. Doe. Winner, winner, chicken dinner here in Sonoma. How's it feel?
Hello? Oh, there we go. Sorry, wrong push to talk.
You're all good.
Yeah, that was a race for sure. Glad I got the victory. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we saw obviously a couple pivotal moments in the race, right? Let's start with the first one when the 15 looked like maybe misjudged that corner. What was going through your mind at that point?
I don't know. I kind of expected it. I was anticipating it, honestly.
Okay.
Good thing I got that around pretty quickly. Still maintained the lead, surprisingly, but that brought out the caution anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, maintain the lead there, and then we have everyone coming down the pit lane, and you're kind of stuck out there. You have to come down later in the race, go to the back of the field, and a big aggressive lunge down into that final hairpin of the corner. What did you kind of have to attack the field, attack the track there once you kind of lost all your track position?
Honestly, I don't know. It was just race in mind. I don't know what was going through my head there, but I made the move, held my line. Fortunately, the people in front of me, they got startled and got into each other. So.
And then that last lap, how intense was that racing with Alex Jarvie? Because you two were absolutely going at it.
That was fun, especially that last lap, going back and forth, side by side, tight racing, contact. Yeah, had it all almost.
It was a fun finish. It was a fun finish to watch, Wong. It was fun watching you drive back up through the field. Can't thank you enough for your time here, but before we let you go, the floor is yours. I know there's a lot of people cheering you on that probably want to be shouted out, but I know your style, so floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
Thank you for JTN, and that's all.
Wong, congratulations on going 1-for-1 here in the Maverick Cup Series so far this season. First career win here in the Maverick Cup Series in the first start. Congratulations, and go soak this one in, buddy.
Thank you.
There was your race winner, Huang Do, driver of the 06. Let's now go to the other side of that and bring in the driver of the number 58 tonight, Alex Jarvie. Alex, you got a copy?
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, man, what thoughts after that last lap? Because we saw both of you guys not too afraid to race really close. We saw contact, big aggressive lunges down into corners. Kind of take us through that last lap and thought process inside the helmet.
Yeah, I know the 06 kind of, I think you made a mistake in the second last turn on the white, or with 2 laps to go, and I thought I maybe had some breathing room, but he came right back a few corners later. Just my tires were toast at that point, but man, I was getting like Marcus Ambrose vibes and Brad Keselowski from Watkins Glen 2011. That was some good racing at the end.
It was some fantastic racing, and you did a really good job tonight. It seemed like early on in the race, maybe got behind the 8 ball. Saw a lot of folks saying that you needed that to kind of refocus yourself. Why was that?
Yeah, I really like Sonoma. Sonoma is probably one of my better road courses in this game, but I don't practice the carousel version more than or as much as I should say. But that's probably where I made all my mistakes that you probably saw. But yeah, after the second spin, I kind of got some fresh tires, realized I was just driving a little bit too hard in those corners, and made my way to the front, almost kept it for the rest of the race. But yeah, just one caution too many, I think, gave the 06 the opportunity to catch.
One caution too many, but a great job on the old tires, because, man, you held him off and gave him a run for his money, Alex. Congratulations on the second place run here tonight. I know you did all Mondays of Thunder proud. But before we let you go, the floor is your sponsors, family, friends. Whoever you want to shout out, now's the time to do so.
Yeah, as always, I'd like to thank my wife for allowing me to race as much as I do. But Mondays of Thunder gang, whoever's watching still, thanks for watching, cheering me on. I was kind of skimming the comments under the yellow, so I appreciate the support. And of course, you guys at JTN, you guys always do a bang-up job in the booth. And of course, Maverick for hosting.
Alex, once again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. And thank you so much for coming and talking with us and putting on a thriller of a finish.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Alex Jarvie, driver of the number 58, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in, finally, driver of the number 57, best finish for this 57 team this season, Joshua Mercurio. Joshua, you got a copy?
I can hear you guys. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? Because man, that was some probably tight grip on the wheel racing there at the end.
Oh yeah. I had some great racing. I think the strategy worked out nice. I think, well, Huang's just so freaking fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wasn't there, I think I would have won the race. But that's neither here nor there. I had some great racing throughout the field today, and that last lap was amazing. It was just amazing.
I was gonna say you had a front row seat for it, but we saw a lot of guys struggling with the carousel. Did you kind of pinpoint that as maybe the trouble spot tonight?
Yeah, I think you could have taken it in second or third gear, and because the braking zone was downhill, I think a lot of people ended up wide. And also, I got hit at one point during the day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it was a fantastic rally, too, for you in this 57 team. What does it mean to kind of get these guys on this crew up here into the podium for the first time this year?
Yeah, well, it's actually my first podium, too. So I'm hoping, I know this car is normally driven by Mike, so Ben asked me to drive it today, and hopefully, I know that we've struggled just with keeping it clean, just in general, so hopefully this is a sign of better things to come.
Those 85 boys aren't going to be jealous, are they?
Oh, no. They're ready for me to bring it to the next one, too. So
There we go. Joshua, congratulations on the podium here, but before we let you go, the floor is yours. Family, friends, sponsors, whoever you want to thank, now's the time to do so.
I want to thank Aman, the number of the 15. This was his first race today. I know he struggled a lot, but I was there at 1.2, so just keep with it, buddy.
Once again, Joshua, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thanks, guys. You guys do a great job, so keep it up.
Thank you. Joshua Mercurio, driver of the number 57, your third place finisher. Well, Ricky, knockdown, drag-out race delivers a thriller of a finish for the second time in a row here in the Maverick Cup Series.
Yeah, what a fantastic race. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it tonight. Like I said, road course racing, it was like a short track out there, and you'll love to see it. What an exciting finish.
An exciting finish, and folks, if you want to see more of that, we got a bunch of great racing coming up here on JTN this week, including Thursday night with the Bomb Squad Racing League from the Dover Motor Speedway now. Coverage via 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Join Ricky and I on the call for that one. We'll be back with the Maverick Cup Series next week as well. So going to be a fun race there for sure next Tuesday. Same time, same place, right here on JTN. With all that being said, though, Bristol wanted to say thank you for voting him as your favorite member of tonight's crew. But for Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to JTN, and we'll see you guys next time right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the trials of Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wreck behind him. Good cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux. Oh, they're
be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the ride to